All right, Upset. Privacy, assumptions, and my thoughts. This is Upset's Twit Longer. This is response to what happened today with Adam. There's a reason I do not want to share personal things, especially from the people closest to me that I love with the public. Me sharing information with people from the team that I cannot trust at a deep level, who can turn against me and share my personal life with the people that want the worst for me and my family, is something I never want to do. Makes complete sense. I shared the situation with Yamato, and I intended to do the same with Hillsong because these were the people that I felt I had a genuine trusting relationship with, that would not use my weakness and vulnerability to create a situation that could be even more hurtful in such difficult times. I don't want to have to expose anyone close to me to people saying terrible things about things that happen in their private life of my family, because I know how fast people in this industry can spread such information. There will always be people online that will try anything to hurt you and the people around me, and it is my utmost priority to keep that from happening as much as I can. I believe enough as a person and how much I care about competing that he did not even Hilly hold on. I believe everyone has the right to privacy, and I could not tell, dude, this is, I gotta fucking zoom in on this. My boomer eyes can't take this. I could not tell people I don't fully trust what the situation is. Hilly knew me well enough as a person and how much I care about competing that he did not even want to know anything. And I know people like Yamato and Hilly are friends for life. Regarding people writing things about my wife has been, regarding people writing things about my wife has been by far the most sad and hurtful part for me and her in this. She would never ask me to leave Worlds, and she has been nothing but supportive. People attacking her based on assumptions when they do not have any insight are really the worst, and do not think for a second that there is a real human and that what you are doing is just very hurtful and disgusting. I understood that not being open with the private life of me and my loved ones could lead to mistrust, and I would understand if people would not want to play with me, but purposely assuming things with bad intentions is really the lowest of lows, and I will restrain myself from talking about my experience working with Adam. But I am honestly shocked he would send this much hate and abuse towards the direction of my wife without knowing anything because of his personal frustrations. Saying the last thing I told my team, that my wife is feeling bad so I need to leave, is an outright lie. I shared with the team the deep pain and sadness I was going through in this time. I shared that I wish I could tell them if it was about something that happened to me, but that I have to keep private traumatic events from my family or of my family private, because it is difficult enough to deal with the hardships life brings. There is no need to have the most toxic environment of social media and people that hate you the most target you with exactly these painful hardships. 100% agree. 100% agree. Look, I'm at the point where I've said a lot of stuff publicly, but I wish I told people less about my private life after seeing how it was. Like, that's the reason why my relationship with Kelly is like so private. Like, I mean, you guys didn't know I had a significant other for like 6 months after we had been living together, because I know what it is. I fucking had a personal relationship where I broke up with somebody, and a whole narrative was perpetuated against me on all social media that I like cheated on her, or she left me and that's why I was like lashing out at people, and like I was going through some extreme pain because like no one would ever want to like be with me, like some like crazy shit like that. Like, I dealt with that myself, and I was like, you know what? There's no positivity that people bring into your relationship from the outside. Like, the value of your relationship and the happiness and all that stuff should come from inside of that relationship. And the only thing that people are going to bring into that is negativity. People are just going to say random shit, and then if your relationship ever goes bad, it just becomes a whole fucking drama. It just becomes a whole fucking mess that you don't want to have to deal with. So I completely get this. I think this is completely fine. And as long as Upset told Yamato and the coach knows that it's serious and he can relay the severity of the situation to the other people that are in the team, I think that should be enough. I don't think you need to know every little fucking thing that happens. But what needs to happen is somebody who's in a place of authority, has the information, and can at least give that feeling to the players that, yo, you didn't get abandoned by one of your teammates for no reason. Something actually happened that's super serious. We can't discuss it right now. It's not going to help you at all to know how serious it is. Just know that you didn't get abandoned by your teammate for no reason. There's actually an intense situation that is happening that he needs to attend to, and we're just going to have to deal with this as a team. I think that's completely fine. All right. Anyways, I have a right to privacy, and especially I have to protect the privacy of the people closest to me, even if it could mean that someone would not want to play with me or an organization would choose not to work with me. I work extremely hard and people know me. People around me know how much I care about this. So assuming petty reasons, once again, from someone inside the team, not talking to me directly about it, now acting like everything was okay when we talked and saying something like this, it's just shocking and disappointing to say the least. Imagine the terrible things that can happen to you or in the life of your loved ones. Would you like to read about it in Twitch chat or messages on social media making fun of you with bad intentions? And I also expressed feeling sorry leaving the team in the event, especially with not being able to share. But how can I trust the people that I do not have a very close personal relationship with, not to spread the information if I share everything that happened during this time? Makes sense. Poorly written, but it makes sense. Anyways, on a completely different note, Alfaria asked to speak with me after initiating talks with Fnatic due to our history as teammates and friends, which of course is a natural progression for any player looking to join any organization. Fnatic management take the decisions for what players to sign, and I was simply asked to give feedback on someone and speak to them. To no one's shock, I wanted to be surrounded with players that I believe will make the best team. I have been as transparent as I can be with my teammates in this postseason. I said this when I read this like 8 hours ago. That makes no sense. Like, people being like, I was like harmed by my organization. My organization wronged me by trying to replace me. It's like, no, bro, it's a fucking business. Like, that's just how it works. Like, they don't need to tell you if they're looking to replace you. A lot of times in life, in whatever job you have, you're not going to be told if somebody is going to take your position. Like, they're going to only tell you once that is official, so that it won't negatively impact your work for the company, or you won't be bitter working in whatever position that you're in, knowing that you were looking to be replaced. Anyways, I feel very emotional with all this, and I understand his frustrations very well, but how should I trust people with the most personal things if I do not have a close relationship to them and the trust is not there? Just because we are teammates does not mean I can trust you with my life, with the life of my loved ones, if you've shown me zero reason to believe so. And with all this, I think the point is very clear. I'm sure that there are a lot more things to add, but I wanted to share with the hope that less people are using this situation to do hurtful things, and understand my point of view and how everyone has the right to privacy and should not be judged so harshly based on pure bad intention speculations, which he admits are just speculations. Also, him saying he does not give a shit about my privacy because he worked hard is another great reason why I would never want to share something which occurred. All right, there it is. Makes Upset look even worse, Imo. How does this make him look worse? I mean, he's pretty much denying that it was like his girlfriend missed him. Like, that doesn't seem fucking right to me, dude. Like, as soon as I saw that, I didn't think it was right. I don't think that somebody like Upset, who's been playing pro for 5 years, would have his girlfriend just miss him and be like, oh, baby, I'm coming back. How could you miss me when I have like world championship to attend to? No. That does not sound like Upset. That does not sound like somebody who's worked their ass to get to Worlds. Like, I can tell you, I went to Worlds myself. I only got to play once. Upset might only get to play once in his entire career. Who knows if he'll even make it back to Worlds again. I just don't believe that it was some like high school or like middle school, elementary school level, oh, she misses me, I need to go back. Like, this does not read like that to me.